Afternoon class, I'm Shinny Charles. I'm from the second group. I would like to present about Mexican food. So, here's the introduction about Mexican food. Based on Julie May, the author of The Moon, Mexico City, said that one of the world's great cuisine, Mexican food is diverse, delicious, and profoundly amorphous, both simple and sophisticated. The typical of Mexican food are as a basic at the ubiquitous quesadilla. Quesadilla is a warm tortilla with filled with melted cheese. The cheese here, I would like to tell that it's like the famous cheese from Mexico. It's like a really orange cheese that's like typically Mexican cheese. And for the food is essential to Mexican culture, and they are eating well is something well enjoyed throughout Mexico at every price point and at every type of establishment, for food stalls, bakery, and market to the cafes, canteens, and restaurants. And the fun fact about Mexican food, the most of the people think that Mexican food is heavy, but and it's all about cheese, about the yellow cheese, but the fact is definitely not. And here is about the meal times. Mexican typically eat 3 time meals each day. So at the first time they will eat in the morning for the breakfast. They will it called desayuno with Mexican language. It's usually a light morning meal, often accompanied by whole chocolate or coffee. And a larger breakfast or brunch is called almuerzo, typically eaten a bit later than a regular breakfast. And the second one for the comida, it is like a brunch or a lunch. It is traditionally the largest and most important meal of the day. So they will eat like soup. So comida which begins with soup, followed by a pasta or rice course, and finally a main course served with tortillas or bas of balilos or white rolls. And the last one, the dinner. The dinner is eaten late in the evening. This is typically happening around 8 or 9 p.m. and it is usually a lighter meal than lunch. So the traditional dinner include tamales with a tall sweet bread with milk or coffee or tacos. So after this, I would like to explain more about the food that usually Mexican eat. So the first one is burrito. Burrito is one of the most popular food that we know that come from Mexico, and Mexican like to eat this the most. So Mexican dish in America, a burrito is a flour tortilla filled with a protein. Usually they will filled with the chicken, pork, beef, or steak, rice, beans, and other fillings like lettuce and sauce before being wrapped. So it is easy hold in your hand. And for the taco is another one well-known dish. Tacos use smaller tortillas than burritos. So they will fill with like some spicy thing they called jalapeno, and also some vegetable, cheese, sauce, and sour cream. So that's called taco. The next one, we come up with the nachos. Nachos are a Mexican dish also made by crisping pieces of tortilla and then broiling them with cheese. So we realize that all kind of food in Mexico, they will always use cheese, especially with the yellow cheese. So nachos are the common offering of the appetizer menus of restaurants in the American Southwest. So fun fact about nachos. Nachos is the most easy food to Mexican to make. So usually they eat this when they have like free time. They want to watching TV, and they just eat this accompanied with the whole the members of the family. And then yeah, this one is really matched with people that not really know about how to really make a hard food. So they will just make their food simple and just make this simple food they call nachos. And for the next one, they call it gordita. Gordita are the cornmeal, flattered stuffed with the meat filling. A braised beef stew, pulled chicken, and slow cooked pork are all popular choices. So this is will filled with some vegetable sauce like spicy sauce, and it puff up and hollow out, and then the cook makes it slit in the one side of the bread and stuff in it with the filling. We come up with the tamale. Tamale is a consists of the spiced meat mixture that's covered completely with the cornmeal dough. Its tamale is then steamed in the corn heart. So they will use like the corn leaves to put all the ingredients in it, and we need to make sure that the ingredients not pour out from the corn leaves. So that's all my part. After this, another member of my group will explain more about how to make and about the ingredients. Thanks.
Hello everyone. Here I'm going to show you the two well-known dishes from Mexico. They are nachos and churros. So the first one I'm going to explain is the nachos. So nachos includes tomato, avocado, and you cut them into tiny pieces like diced shape to be exact, and then meat, and then cheese. And the main one is the chips itself. This one, the chips, and yeah. So here it is what nachos looks like, and yeah, how Mexican eat the food. They just grab the chips first, and the rest element put on top of the chips, and then just they eat it. And I search on the internet, there is no specific term or way to eat this. So like what I said, Mexican eat this, they just grab them together and then they eat. In this we have churros. So this is a bit sweet. So and it is usually served in the morning for their breakfast. And yeah, this is how churros looks like. It comes with the chocolate sauce that is gonna make the churros taste more delicious, exactly. And how to make this dish is very simple. If you have 1 egg, flour, water, margarine, and a bit of sugar if you want to, you can have your own churros. So that is so simple, right? And yeah, Mexicans call this bon appetit, because this is served in the morning for breakfast, right? And yeah, so these are the well-known or famous food in Mexico, and hope you like it, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Sukmana Vetasari. I will present about what kind of food in Mexican even. Whether Mexicans celebrating Mexican Independence Day or Cinco de Mayo, or just having a Mexican fiesta any other day of the year. Here are some dishes that are popular in Mexico in any event. Number one is, you can see the food. The name is bacalao. It's means dry salted cod fish. Start showing up in market and grocery store throughout Mexico as Christmas approaches. The dish of European origin has become a common component of a traditional Mexican Christmas feast. Bacalao is a popular recipe in which the cod is stewed with tomatoes, capers, olive, and potatoes, but it may be prepared in a variety of ways. Number one is, number two is chilies and nogada. Uh, this dish originated in Puebla around the time of Mexico independence, making a Mexican patriotic dish par excellence. It consists of poblano chilies stuffed with mixture of meat and dry fruit and topped with a creamy nut sauce. You will see the dish appearance on menu in restaurant in Mexico in August and September when the ingredients are in season. Although some places are now serving it year-round, especially in Puebla. Number three is tamales. Because they are quite laborious to prepare, tamales are served for special occasions throughout the year, and often people will get a group of people together to make them a special get together of tamales. Number four is guacamole. This dip is a favorite all around the world. Serve it with nachos or fresh vegetable or as a topping for tacos. And then guacamole will turn any ordinary party into a Mexican fiesta. Although there are infinite take on this Mexican favorite. Here are recipes for simple guacamole to get you started. The most important thing is that the avocado are perfectly ripe. And thank you everyone.